I like to say it's like 50s sort of culture, 50s housewife kind of culture.
I never spoke again to my eldest sister. I never spoke again.
You obey your father when you're unmarried, and then you obey your husband when you are married.
The Plymouth Brethren Christian Church is a religious group that has also been known as the Exclusive Brethren. Former members say it's an insular organisation that maintains a high level of control over the people in it. It has restrictions around television, social media and attending university. People who've left the religion say they still carry the trauma of what they experienced there. Some are now speaking publicly.
Tom Grace lives on a hobby farm. The 71-year-old left the Brethren decades ago. What he experienced is still seared into his mind. He keeps chickens at his Adelaide home, but he says when he was a child, he had to get rid of his cockatoo because pets were seen as a distraction from Jesus Christ.
You can understand that was, I think I was 10 years old at the time, made a big impact on us because, even though he lived in a cage out in the backyard, he was part of our family. And that was a very unfortunate and I think a cruel thing to do.
Tom's parents decided to leave the Brethren with two of his siblings when he was 17. But some siblings stayed. It split his family. He rang his brother decades later, but his brother didn't tell him he was dying, so Tom never got to say goodbye. When
I spoke to him 2 weeks prior to his death, he would have known that he was in the end stages of asbestosis, but he didn't say. That's why it's a cult.
Tom Grace was one of an estimated 15,000 Australians in the Plymouth Brethren Christian Church. It was established around 200 years ago in the United Kingdom after splintering from the Anglican Church. It doesn't actively recruit. Most members are born into the church.
Brethren members live in regional towns and cities across Australia. The church says they live, work and interact with people outside of the religion. But one of its defining characteristics is members can't eat or drink with people outside of the church. Its members also run schools and a charity that receive millions of dollars in government funding.
Tam Bennett was living under the church's rules and felt she was facing a choice between her family and leaving the religion. She snuck out of home before dawn with her two brothers after secretly saving for a house on the outside.
I just fundamentally disagreed with the whole, everything about what the Brethren believe, like the way they control the members. I'm a lesbian, so yeah, there wasn't really any happy ending for me in there.
Tam feels gender discrimination occurs and women are even told what to wear.
So it's got to be skirts and dresses only, and they've all got to be below the knee. Headscarves when you're at church.
The Brethren says, in general, women don't choose to wear pants. And it's not against LGBTQIA+ people, but it does believe marriage should be between a man and a woman. The Brethren denies it's a cult and says it doesn't prevent former members from contacting their families. But Tom Grace says it's why his family was torn apart. He went on to attend university and still works as a lawyer today. And Tam says she can finally be her authentic self.
I never imagined that life could be like this, that I could be this happy and stable and feel this good inside myself.
Both Tom and Tam say they want their stories to give hope to those who want to leave. Brianna Fiore, ABC News.